Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now today we're giving you guys another Dragon Ball Super discussion with Black and Fist, talking about Trunks, specifically future Trunks returning in Dragon Ball Super. We've kind of did our video on our thoughts. We might recap this and kind of go back and forth on what we really think. I think we both agree that's amazing that this is happening. Talking about what his role might be and I guess kind of giving our thoughts on maybe his new design. I think that could be fun. And then kind of relay this back to you guys. What do you guys think of all of this in the comment section down below? But I mean, Black and Fist, I think me and you on the same boat here that we love this idea, right? I mean, this is an amazing thing for Dragon Ball fans. Wouldn't you agree?
I like the fact that Future Trunks is coming back. I also I hope I'm not gloating too much. I also want to say that I predicted this Future Trunks coming back from the last rounds of comments that Toriyama made. But of course, I'm not alone here. I'm not going to pretend.
No, a lot of people had the idea, but yeah, you were right on this for sure.
Yes. I think that getting Future Trunks involved is an interesting way to take the story in, especially considering all his connections with time travel and everything. However, the one thing that I'm already just bringing it out there. I hope that Future Trunks is going to be used in a somewhat different manner than he was used in the Android Saga, for instance. Because in the Android Saga, in the Android Saga, he was there to, tell everyone to watch out for this new threat, and there's new threats, coming to, it's pretty much going to kill you all. I hope that Future Trunks is not going to be used in that same fashion, and I don't think he will. However, Super does have a track record with the Universe 6 arc, where it takes you can either interpret it one of two ways. It either likes to do a lot of homages, a lot of similar to earlier Dragon Ball material. For instance, Vegeta's Final Flash that he did against Vegeta, some of those shots were almost the exact same shots that were done in the anime when he did it against Cell. Now, some people could say that's a nice nod to the fans, or some people could say that's a lack of originality. I do believe that some of those things did cross the line in a lack of originality. I don't think that this is going to be that, but I hope that it's not going to cross that line.
Right. Well, I think that I hope they don't just use him as a warning material. I hope he does have a big role, and I mean, he did fight in this. Obviously, he did fight in the Android and Cell saga. He had a pretty big role against. I mean, I guess you could say against trying to stop Cell. He could have obviously killed Cell in his second form, and he fought with perfect Cell as well. But I do hope that he does do more than just warn people. I hope there's more to this than just warning people about possibly this I don't want to say evil Goku, but Black Goku. He narrowly escapes this Black Goku character with his life to get back to the past. But what is so urgent about that? We did a video earlier today, I'll link down below, talking about the whole arc, the potential, and what we think is going to happen. If you guys want to check that out, it's linked down below or annotated on the screen right now, so go watch that if you haven't. A lot of good stuff there. But for Trunks, I mean, I agree with you. I don't want it to be a complete rehash of what he did before. Even though that was great stuff, it's also not, it's going to be too familiar at this point. And Dragon Ball is a simple show. It's not incredibly complex all the time. So it could be that, but I really hope that there is more. I hope he's a major role as a fighter. Toriyama implied that he has gotten a lot stronger. In the quotes that are on Twitter right now, translated by Herms. So I do hope there's more to it. But as of now, we really don't know what to think. But what do you think of his new design, Black and Fist? Because I think it looks pretty awesome. And I do like the Time Patroller Trunks that was in Xenoverse and in Dragon Ball Online. I like that outfit. This is definitely more of, true to his Capsule Corp roots with the Capsule Corp shirt, same pants, very similar pants, the same design pants and boots. The colors for this design that are shown on screen that Toriyama designed, they could look different in the anime because, look at he has blue hair, and Black and Fist knows as well, and many people know. Bulma's hair in the anime is blue, but in the manga it's purple, like Trunks' hair. Trunks has both purple and purple hair in the manga and the anime. I don't think they're going to change his hair to blue here, and it's not Super Saiyan blue Trunks either. I can tell you that for sure right now. If it was, I mean, his hair would be spiked up like a Super Saiyan. That's kind of the theme they got going there with that form, but Any ideas on why his hair is blue? I think it's just a coloring thing, really, right now. I don't think it's anything final.
Well, I do like to. The hair is actually one of the biggest things that have been talked about with this new redesign. Now, of course, the new redesign is fine. I like the new redesign. It's a cool way to show.
It looks badass.
Yeah, it looks.
badass.
It's a nice way to age Trunks up to more adult Trunks.
However old he is.
Yeah, but obviously, since Dragon Ball is a show that. There's a whole bunch of transformations, and a lot of those transformations do revolve hair. So I guess you could say a lot of people like to downplay hair, but hair is apparently very important since, hair determines transformations.
Selling toys, that's what's important.
Yeah, and selling toys. But some people have already, some people were saying, like, what the heck's up with the blue hair, of course, it can't be him being in Super Saiyan blue form because obviously his hair would be spiked. However, yeah, but I do find his hair being blue very interesting, honestly. Well, I find it interesting from a design perspective because, as we all know, Trunks' hair is supposed to be some purplish lavender color, but with this new design... Now, I want to say this before we continue. This design does look like it's drawn by Akira Toriyama. It looks the style is very reminiscent of the Kanzenban releases, the covers, and also pretty much the Jaco the Galactic Patrolman and almost every other character design that he has released since Battle of Gods. If you look at his character designs for Frieza or Beerus, they are different. They are slightly different than the movie or Super designs because that's just his style. So this design does look like it's drawn by Akira Toriyama. That being said, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like it's drawn by Akira Toriyama. So what's very interesting here is that I'm very curious why Toriyama chose to give him blue hair. That contradicts his own manga. And as we all know, Toriyama has a mindset of kind of disregarding everything else that isn't his own material. So the biggest example I could think of recently is what he did in Jaco the Galactic Patrolman with the depictions of Goku and his age. Well, his age, people said, was inconsistent with the Bardock special. However, Toriyama was not involved with the Bardock special, so to him, it didn't contradict with any of his own material. So I'm not sure why Toriyama decided to make his hair blue. It could just be one of those old Toriyama things where he forgot the hair color of his own character, pretty much.
Yeah, I see what... yeah, it is weird because it not only would be contradicting the manga, which is what... Those are from... That is specifically solely, well, not solely, but that is his main thing. It would also be contradicting the anime's hair. I really don't think in the end it's going to be blue hair. And if it is, you know what? we're gonna all have to roll with it at this point. I think it looks cool, but like it's very strange.
Well, of course, these are very minor observations. I understand that I'm talking about hair color here. This is not something.
And it's also a sketch.
Yeah, I understand.
He could just have maybe Toriyama. He could have just forgot.
Yeah, the only reason I find this so interesting, I'm not saying this is a big plot hole or anything. To me, I understand this is a sketch. This hasn't been out yet. We haven't even seen how Trunks is going to look like in the Super Show. So I understand. All I'm saying is the only reason I find this interesting is just when I try to think about Toriyama's mindset when he's designing this, and being a little bit inconsistent with his own established manga. That's all I'm saying. I don't know, maybe he dyed his hair, so
look like his mom. Yeah. I think that's probably about all we really have to say on what we think, half the video on what we think the arc's gonna be and half the video on what we think of the design. Is there anything else you want to really add, Blackivis? Because I honestly said everything I can. We don't know all that information right now. June 12th, I believe, is when we are going to get the big episode where he comes, supposedly. Is there anything else you want to add before we take it to the fans?
I think all I want to say is I was right.
He was right. He was right, guys. But you guys watching this video, do you love the design of Trunks? What do you think his role is going to be? Do you think it's just going to be a rehash of what he did in the Android arc? Let me know down below. Please do not forget, before you do anything else today, to go subscribe to Black and Fist channel, link down below, and hopefully you guys enjoyed these videos. I'm going to be doing a lot more of them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.